Well, I'm here with Steve Jobs, and as all our team members know, we've just recently put in Apple departments in all our stores, and we're in the process of training people to sell Apple. And we've had a good relationship with Apple since Steve has taken back over Apple. And what I wanted Steve to do is talk about his vision for Apple in the future and how he sees it interacting with CompUSA.
Well, we're thrilled to be working with you guys. And as you know, one of the key words for Apple has been, simplify the business and focus on things. And focus doesn't mean saying yes, it means saying no to things so that you can focus on the remaining things that are on your plate. And we've done quite a lot of that. And one of the things we focused on is our distribution partners. And we went out and did a lot of buying out in the stores and found out that the buying experience for Macs was really awful, worse than awful. You couldn't believe this. People would walk in and want to buy a Mac, and some of the people in some of the stores would say, well, you don't want to buy one of those. That company's going out of business. So, with a go-to-market strategy like that, you can't win no matter how good your products are. And we asked people, who wants to partner with us? Who wants to turn this thing around? And CompUSA, you guys were the only national reseller we had that said, we do. And believe me, that's meant a lot to us. And we are putting our all behind this. And we're going to show everybody how wrong they were. So rather than take 9 months, which Apple typically would have to get this all perfect, we said, let's just do it. And it's not going to be perfect from day one, but we're going to incrementally improve this as we go along. And so, yeah, I know not every salesperson is trained. Not every poster's in the right place, but we went off to the races really fast on this, and I think it certainly helped Apple last quarter, and I think it really helped CompUSA
Absolutely.
last quarter. And this quarter it's going to be better yet as more and more salespeople get trained. And I think it's a tremendous opportunity for both of us, because the Mac community, here's what our research has showed us. Our research has showed us that our customers are not defecting to Windows in very great numbers, but they're also not upgrading their computers to new computers anywhere near as frequently as their Wintel counterparts. And the reason is they've been scared. They've been scared by all these news reports that Apple's lost $1 billion and is going out of business. I'd be scared too, so would you. And so our first primary thrust is to get our own installed base of 25 million customers to be upgrading to new computers as regularly as their Wintel counterparts are. And if we can do that, it's going to be monumental for the success of our company, and now I think CompUSA as well. And so when we run ads and stuff, of course we want to get some Wintel people to come over into the Mac camp, but primarily it's to talk to our own customers and tell them how well we're doing and to tell them why they ought to go upgrade and buy a new Mac. And of course the most important thing we can do is to assure them that Apple's going to be around as a vital company in this industry. And of course last quarter's profitability of $48 million, and what I hope is a sustained profitability, will do that louder than anything we can say. After we get our customers convinced that we have a vital ongoing business here, which we do, the next step is to deliver them great products. Mm-hmm. And I think we've dramatically simplified the product line. Our new G3s, which we announced on November 10th of last year, are the first of the new generation of products coming out. We will introduce 2 very, very important products over the next 6 months. And I believe that once people see these products, they will really understand where we're going. And one of them is a consumer product. Apple has been, in many ways, abdicated its position in the consumer market by not offering really, really breakthrough products at those kind of price points. And you'll see Apple getting back into the consumer market with a vengeance later on this year.
Terrific.
And I think that's something we can really work at together, because I think CompUSA is the place where a lot of these customers go to buy their computers. And finally, I think we're going to have not only our great mid-range, but something at the low end, which is going to be really exciting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
From our point of view, in the old days when CompUSA was going through a turnaround, Apple was one of the few people that gave us credit. And if it wasn't for Apple giving us credit, we may not be here today. Steve, if there's 1 or 2 things you'd like to ask from our 17,000 employees, what would it be?
We really do make the best products in the whole world. And if you have to use a computer for hours a day, you know that using a Mac is better than using a Wintel box. And I know it's been difficult to deal with Apple and all of its foibles and all of its failings the last few years. But what I ask of you is this: together we can rebuild the Macintosh franchise. and we can bring people better computers, and we can both make a lot of money doing it. So we are committed to overhauling Apple, getting rid of that craziness, and most of it's already gone, and focusing on making great products for these customers, products that are best of breed in every way, that don't break, with sales policies and support policies that make a lot of sense. And so I guess the most important thing I could ask you is give us that chance and really, push us a little bit until you see the responses you need to believe again that we're going to pull this off together. And then let's really put the energy behind this and make it happen, because together we can make it happen. And the world needs choice, and the world needs an innovator. And Apple represents both of those, and I think together we can really bring it back.
Well, we got to make our customers believe. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Okay.